Hey, what is up guys? Kevin here, and for today's video, I'm going to be showing you my top 5 horror games on Roblox. Now, for this video, I'm going to be doing something just a little bit different. I'm not looking for games that are, the most popular or the most trending, because if I did, this video will be a little bit too generic, so I want to make things a little bit different. And yeah, let's start this video off with the number 5 spot. At our number 5 spot, we have a game called Mental. Mental is a game made by Rethink Studios, and the story is basically you and your friends enter an abandoned mental asylum only to find out that there's an experiment gone wrong. Now, this game has an interesting take on arachnophobia, which is the phobia of spiders. Instead of a serial killer, you're facing off against a very big spider. Another thing that I want to mention about this game is very basic. So if you are a casual horror fan, I do recommend this game a lot for casual players, which is why this one is on this list at number 5. Overall, if you're looking for a casual experience, I do recommend Mental. So up next at number 4, we have The Butchery, made by Fat Baby Productions. You and your friends are driving down an unfamiliar road, only to be met by some psychopathic siblings. You are then kidnapped by these siblings and brought into their farmhouse full of twisted creatures. So starting off with what I really love about this game are the cutscenes. They are very cinematic and immersive because all the cutscenes are playing through your character's point of view. And to add on to the immersion, the different characters in the game are voice acted. It does sound like AI was used to voice these characters, but it really uplifts the immersion of the game. One thing I want to mention about this game is that I do recommend playing with other people. There's a lot of navigation that you have to do and a bunch of backtracking, so playing with more than one person will really help you out solving some of these puzzles. And so yeah, that's the small little synopsis about The Butchery. Like I said, I do recommend playing with friends because it just makes the experience a lot more fun. So up next for the number 3 spot, we have Before the Truth. This game was made by Eagle Studios, and for the story, you are a detective on an investigation for a disappearance/murder. And the deeper you go throughout the investigation, you uncover some dark secrets. If you are a fan of puzzles and just exploration, I do recommend playing this game, as some of the puzzles are very interesting. I was playing with another person when recording some gameplay footage, and we just had so much fun figuring things out, exploring the map and everything. Speaking of exploration, the setting does take place in a house, and like I guess you can say haunted house, which is a little generic. But as you progress through the game, you're going to be met with some interesting areas. I don't want to spoil too much about this game, but you're eventually going to stumble upon an area that you wouldn't even expect to be in the game. So that's one thing. There is a monster that you have to avoid while doing these puzzles and just navigating throughout the house. The monster is pretty easy to avoid. It's not too much of a challenge. And one last thing I want to mention about this game is the ending. I'm not going to spoil it, but there is a very, very big plot twist that I don't think anyone is going to expect. So yeah, I do recommend this game for both casual players and seasoned horror fans. Alright, so for the number 2 spot on this list, we have Floors Have Teeth. Made by Apparition Pictures, you play as a guy who is buying cereal for his friend, only for his car to break down, and when seeking for help, you end up trying to escape from an extremist cult. Now, the first thing that I noticed about this game are the graphics. The graphics are amazing. So it's like retro style graphics, and because of that, it makes the game a lot more grittier. For the level design, you have many different areas that you have to traverse, and within some of these areas, there are NPCs that you can interact with. So interacting with these NPCs really gives, an extra level of immersion. And there is a boss fight at the end of the game. For all of these games on the list, I don't want to reveal too many spoilers, so this one I'm not going to tell too much about the boss fight. But the boss does have attack patterns that you have to avoid, and it's not like a simple thing of just shooting the boss. You have to wait for like an opening in order to damage the boss, which makes things a little bit more interesting. This game is more for like seasoned horror fans. But if you are a casual and you want to try this game out, I still recommend it to you. Just don't get a heart attack when playing this game if you are a casual player. Alright, so for the last game on this list, it's going to be Happy Family by Dreamfall Studios. So in this game, you play as a kid trying to uncover their mother's darkest secrets while looking for your lost brother Mark. Now, you guys can already notice the game's art style is like that of a sketchbook, which makes it very unique. When playing this game, I actually forgot that I was playing a Roblox game because that's how good the art style is. There's a lot of abstract elements that you're going to uncover while progressing through the game, and those abstract elements really add on to the level design. And speaking of level design, this game does have parkour elements. The way they do parkour in this game is beautifully done. It doesn't seem out of place. It feels like the parkour elements really belong in there due to the abstract design that this game has. This game is going to be at its best when you go into it blindly, so I don't want to spoil too many things about it, because if I do, then obviously you're not going to have the same experience that I had. So I do recommend playing this game with little to no information at all. One thing that I can say about this game is that when you do make it halfway through, it's going to feel a lot different. Give this game a chance. You should try it out if you haven't already. And yeah, that's going to be it for today's video. If you enjoyed watching this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to my channel for more awesome content. And leave your comments down below. Give me some feedback. Tell me what your list would be, or just leave something nice. Thank you all for coming, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Alright, peace.